Good day everyone, I am Marvin A. Asirit, BSIT 2B. Today, I report about the American Service Expectations. In this module, was designed for the students to realize the value of customer services from a cultural sensitive perspective. And it sets out to discuss the service expectations of customers. And it takes on cultural diversity and competence as opportunities and expects to build cultural sensitivity. The objectives of this is understand the service expectations of customers located in the North American region and to discuss best practices when dealing with the North American customers. And being culturally sensitive determines how we are able to relate in an empathetic manner. Having these skills help us to build our emotional competence, our ability to manage ourselves, and to utilize social competencies in relations to roles we take on each day. This module seeks to provide insight into empathy and provide guidelines on how students may leverage to this as a key leadership competence. And next is the diversity. I believe that all of us know about what is diversity. It refers to the individual characteristic including race, sex, age, certain community, as well as the family and society into which he or she was born. And that is a diversity. Example is the community that we are belonging is a diversity, and also the people living in the community is what we call diversity. Then we have two factors of diversity. First is the enablers, or what we call the do list. And the second one is the barriers, or what we call the do not list. Enablers are factors that enable the involvement and commitment of everyone to concretize cultural sensitivity as being key to organizational success. Barriers, a factor that prevent positive changes and from happening. If and when they are not handled with delicacy, sensitivity, maturity, and more deliberation, this may lead to more difficult situations and backfire. Knowing and understanding these enablers and barriers contribute to cultural competency. Some examples of enablers is the training, changes in the community, effective communications, and changes in attitude. While in the other hand, the example of barriers are the success, funding, language and cultural differences, and the organizational complexity. That is the examples of barriers. Then of course, we have the benefits of diversity. The first one is reduce interpersonal conflict among employees of all backgrounds as cultural competence increases. The second one, reduce work relationships based on mutual respects and along with increased knowledge of multicultural issues. The third one, better and more creative problem solving. And the last is improve productivity as less energy is spent managing interpersonal conflict with cultural clashes. And that's all the benefits of diversity. Then we have the business culture. It refers to the beliefs and behaviors that determine how a company's employees and management interact. And improve levels of cultural awareness, and also with more globally sensitive staff come focus to leverage the qualities and make each one of us unique can only work for the greater good. And that is the business culture. Then we have the customer relations management. It refers to hardware or software solutions as much as they do resources used in order to build, strengthen, and sustain customer relationships through the years. That's called the customer relations management.